What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome back to the Royal Ramble. It's been a couple weeks. We are back. We're here with Justin Hicks, Tommy Thomason, Lyndon Childers, the champion, Michael Lee Wills, and myself. Mike, I thought you legitimately went to Georgia and lost your title to your wife again, but apparently you were dreaming. So I guess good on you for still being the champ.
That was just a dream. That was just.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of a dream, So we had every intention of going down and, speaking to Mr. Childers face to face. But, well, as you know, with my mind, I had two dreams, it looks like, in one night. So it was kind of fascinating to see what could have, what if. But that's okay.
Look, I'm going to go ahead and speak on
Still,
behalf of Lyndon real quick. That's not what would have happened. If you would have went down there, Lyndon would have whooped you upside the head and took your belt. That's what would have happened. So thank you for not going and bringing my title back to
hey,
West Virginia.
John Covey Cole, listen, I don't think you need to speak for Lyndon Childers. I'm sure Lyndon Childers can speak for himself, regardless of the
Whoa.
dreams. I respect that man. So why don't you let Lyndon talk?
I'm just saying, you can dream it, but reality is different than dreams. So all I can say is TikTok.
Just like
That's all.
Okay.
So,
I can't believe we've been doing this show.
you can hold on to the belt a little while.
I can't believe that we've been doing this show for a little over. I think this is my 7th season doing it. Obviously, you guys haven't all been along for the ride, but I, for the life of me, still can't figure out how in the world we still talk over top of each other. I don't understand it. I can't understand the issue. See, y'all's the ones that turned me into going mad there a couple years ago and being such a bad guy. You're lucky that I've turned over a new leaf, gentlemen.
Well, I think it's all part of that Danhausen curse. There could be a production issue.
I forgot about that.
You didn't know about that, did you, Justin?
I did not. I didn't know these were responsible for you being so angry every day of your life either.
I'm not angry anymore. I'm a changed man.
Well, yeah, formerly.
Formerly angry.
You like to tell yourself you're a changed man.
I am. Justin, the lady that was in your slot before you decided to come and ramble with us was Sunny, and she actually got a what do they call that, Tommy? What's that called?
Cameo.
Got a cameo of Danhausen cursing me.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was real.
Oh, yeah. It was a shoot, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for cussing.
It was about, 30 seconds long.
Colehouse.
Covey Colehausen. Yeah, I ain't heard that in a while. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think paid like $1 a minute.
Once you saw that video, I kept on calling him Covey Colehausen.
Well, guys, we're not here to talk about me being cursed. It's WrestleMania season. We haven't been here in 3 weeks. A lot has happened. The Rock has been blowing up the airways. But we're not going to do pros and cons this week. This is the WrestleMania 40 preview. We got a lot to get to. 2 nights, I think, 13 matches scheduled, if I remember right.
I think there's 7 on night 1 and 6 on night 2.
Yeah, I'm not a big math guy there, Hinton. What do you think, Hinton? Is that 13? Mike, I'm
7
talking
plus
to you.
6 is indeed 13. Oh, I'm answering you.
Sorry, there must be a lag. I guess we can chalk that up as to why we talk over top of each other sometimes.
Pretty much.
Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get into it.
All right.
First of all, we'll start with this match right here, which is kind of a, I guess it's recycled from last year. You got Ray and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dom. The only thing that intrigues me personally about this match is the whole dynamic with Dom and the Judgment Day right now. We seen last night that Damian Priest is tore all to hell about these other guys being in his clubhouse, and so yeah, that's just me.
Right.
Anybody else feel any kind of way about this match? Justin, how you feel about this match?
Yeah, I wasn't even aware of this until when did this match become finalized? About a week or two ago?
I don't remember.
I think it was last Friday.
Last Friday, okay. But I'm with you, and probably most of the rate effect here, the intriguing, but it's just a little to me. We did this whole thing last year, it seemed like. So I don't know. It's a way to.
I get that Santos asked. It should have been Santos versus Ray, in my opinion. Throw Dom in that stupid ass battle royal they're doing on Friday. It's just my opinion. Tommy, how do you feel about this one?
I'm agreeing with you. It should have been just Ray and Santos. Of course, I'd like to see Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee can work.
He can work, but I mean, I'm probably the minority on the show. Maybe not. I don't give a shit about all that flippy stuff. I want to see story. Okay, Dragon Lee, cool. You can do flippy moves, and you're the new age version of Rey Mysterio. At least that's who they want you to be. But if I wanted to watch Flippy Dippy, I'd watch AEW. You hear me?
Agree.
Lyndon, how do you feel about this one?
Honestly, not really too, big on it. But again, you kind of need filler matches between your other big matches that you have on the card. So this is more of a filler match that, gives the fans a break after, seeing the first match or whatever they got going on. So, I mean, that's all I see.
It's a bathroom break or a slice of pizza break or beer break, something.
Cool down match.
That's all this match is. That's all this match is a cool down match. That's all.
Oh, Tommy using those fancy terms over there. A little peek behind the curtain. Mike Wills, how do you feel about this one?
Meh. The only thing I see about this match is, like, how in an election year, the people that are running will try to get somebody on their ticket to draw in other people. Well, you got 4, Latino folks, and, this will draw in, the Latino viewers and that nature. Just being honest here, and, that's fine. That's good programming, but I'm not, sold into this match. There's nothing storyline for me to go in this match. I just, it's a match. You got you got some greats in there, and you got some you got some people that are going to be great. But I just don't have any. My heart's not in it. Not for that one.
Me neither. There's a couple of those on the card here, and honestly, I'm surprised they're having so many multi-man matches on night one, which that tells me that there's going to be some cool shit on night 2, because there's a lot more room for shenanigans on night 2. The second match we'll discuss is going to be another 6-man match. I'm sorry, first 6-man match we're going to talk about, but Bianca, Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. Okay, cool. You got Cargill on the card. Other than that, whatever.
Is this Cargill's debut?
Well, no, she technically
her debut was Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, that's right.
But Lyndon, go ahead, man. How you feel about this one?
Again, this is a filler or a cool down match. Honestly, this is what this is. Which this year they kind of went. I mean, last year they had plenty more women's matches. This year they only have 3.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna call timeout on the show real quick. Listen, I get it. We're all smart to the business, except for Mike. He's Summers County. We'll forgive him. I want to know how you feel about these matches as fans, not as if you're a booker man, It's a cool down match. Cool. That's 2 in a row. We got 2 cool down matches in a row, Lyndon. No cares. Nobody cares. I mean, how do you feel about this match as a fan? Does it do anything for you?
The only thing it's going to do is just they're going to try to let Jade shine. That's about it.
We talked about the cool down.
It'll be Naomi. It'll be Naomi's like first one back in WWE. So that's about it.
You know what I hope happens? I don't think it will, but I would love for Naomi and Cargill, since they're the outsiders coming back and debuting for the first time, WrestleMania, turn on Bianca, beat the hell out of her. That's what I'd like to see, but it's probably not going to happen.
Nah. Be dope, but nah.
Yeah, it would be dope. Mike, how do you feel about this one, old buddy?
I think it's a twofold thing. I think it's a kind of a de facto coming out for Jade Cargill. It could also be the start of a new faction with those 3 ladies. Once again, they're just going along these particular dynamics to draw different people in. But it's another meh. I mean, I'm sure everybody's excited to see, Cargill in a more traditional match. But look at how they started her. I mean, sure, she started at the Rumble, showed us some stuff. Then
Cody Green, our good old buddy in the chat, he says that we'll establish Jade as a star, 100%, man. And he also kind of touching on what I'm touching on. We're talking about cool down matches and stuff. All the matches can't be the main event, boys. It's okay. We can have these matches and try to enjoy them. Now, I'll be the first to tell you I don't care much for women's wrestling, but this does intrigue me because I have been wanting to see Jade. Naomi, whatever. I wish they'd have put her with Lashley and the Street Profits, but I digress.
Honest question, John. I know you don't think too much about women's wrestling, as you just stated, but what if it was something like, what if you had Miss Charlotte Flair in there involved and there's a face-off between Charlotte and Jade? I mean, would that turn your attention a little bit? I mean, I know you're a mark for Charlotte, so.
I am, but honestly, the only thing that would get me hype about this match is if Tessa Blanchard showed up in some way and wreaked
havoc. My. Now
that would excite me. Other than that, I don't care. Even Charlotte.
For something like that.
Justin, how do you feel about this one, old buddy?
Being a huge Jade Cargill fan, I think a lot of people are, you love her or hate her, like in the wrestling business. I'm gonna touch on what you said a minute ago, JCC. You would like to kind of see Naomi and Jade team up on Bianca. Was it Michael that said maybe a faction forms? I would love to see that. I think just because we're right here at the Super Bowl of wrestling. So I just feel like it's a bad starting point for a rivalry. So why not tag up for a little while, maybe into the SummerSlam season or something like that, and then we get that Bianca Jade match. But no, it's cool. I'm ready to see Jade and Bianca is the match that I want to see ultimately, and sure we will get that, but in due time. WrestleMania is kind of pumping the gas for that. This is a starting point. So
I think ultimately what this match is, this is my own opinion, and you guys can disagree and be wrong if you'd like, but I think ultimately this match is just a way to, like we mentioned, put Jade over, but most importantly, continue to see the dissension in the Damage Control. I feel like, we'll talk about the Bayley and Io Sky match later on, but I feel like these 3 beautiful, beautiful African-American women are going to whip these other girls' ass. And that's I'm hoping that's what we see. Tommy, it's your turn, buddy. How do you feel about this one?
I'm excited to see Jade. That's about it. I mean, it's kind of like I can't wait to see Dragon Lee, but Jade, yeah. But the rest of it, eh.
I'll tell you what, I was kind of bummed out about Jade's new attire. I liked seeing all that skin just out there for the world to see. Sorry. I'll behave.
That's been a girl for a while, hadn't it?
That woman right there. Me and my boys were talking about that last night. And they told me to calm down. I was like, listen, that is the sexiest woman I've ever seen in my life, probably. And she could probably beat the hell out of me, and I would enjoy it. I've been on the show here talking smack about Jordan Grace before, about her being so ripped up. Jade's ripped up too, but I don't know. There's just something about that woman that drives me nuts.
I believe Jade's is more natural though.
Oh, Jade is something. All right, guys. Next match we're going to talk about is the 6-pack challenge. This is going to be insane, I do believe.
This is going to probably be one of the most insane ladder matches you'll ever see.
Yeah, everybody in here, even DX, the boys can go, and I'm anxious to see what the up and comers do. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller and Pete Dunne and his buddy. I figure that's going to be amazing. Just the spots. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, what Michael Cole said last night, even if one set of titles is grabbed, the match is not over until the other is grabbed. Correct?
Maybe I didn't even catch that, to be honest with you.
I think this is the point where they're going to separate the titles.
Yes,
and have them on their respective shows.
So what you're telling me is Michael Cole was kind of prefacing that you have to get both, all 4 championships down. Now, does that mean that once you get, let's say, one of the Raw titles down, that you automatically get the other Raw title, or do you have one? Like, could we have possibly mixed teams as champions? Is that a thing, or am I looking too much into it?
I think it's basically I think it might be by whatever team grabs it, I guess, gets it. But like I said, in order for us to know, we're going to have to watch this match and see.
We're going to have to watch this match. And you know what's depressing as hell, boys? I have to work Saturday night. So I'm not going to watch night 1 live.
I'll be watching that at work, so don't feel too bad.
I'll make sure to tell Mr. Walmart that you're taking your company time to watch wrestling. He'll really love that one.
I mean, you can do that, but I mean, it gets boring at work, so I mean, it'll be okay. And it's Mania night.
Cody likes my idea. 4 teams with 1 belt. Let's do it. Everybody, it'd be like Oprah up in there. You get a tag team championship. You get a tag team championship. It'll be like Daniel Bryan and Kane. I'm the tag team champions.
No, I'm the tag team. Yeah.
I've seen there's speculation going around that we might possibly get the Hardys. I see people are running crazy with that, but I don't think that's going to happen because
I don't even.
Wasn't I say a team is supposed to be getting replaced, something like that?
What's that, Lyndon?
The team is supposed to be getting replaced or something like that. Is what they're
No. I don't think so. I think they could. I mean, if they did it, they could do it like they did back in 2017. The Hardys come back. They wasn't even. Yep. They didn't take anybody's slot. They just added them to the match. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't think it's going to happen because pretty sure Jeff's still under contract and Matt may be. I mean, it would be cool, but I doubt it. But then again, I said that last time. I didn't think they'd show up, and probably one of the biggest pops in WrestleMania history.
Yes, it was. I was there.
Nobody saw that. I mean, nobody saw that coming.
Well, see, they did, though. That's the thing. They did, but they was out thinking themselves. They're like, nah, that'd be great, but it's not going to happen. And then it happened. And I kind of wish that the New Day would have trolled us all and added themselves to the match because that's how they prefaced it, and that would have been hilarious.
That would have been so funny. I ain't even gonna lie. That would have been hilarious.
Anybody else got anything about this match they want to touch on? Justin, Mike, Tommy?
Yeah. Well, y'all know who I'm a mark for. I kind of see this match going away of, R-Truth on one ladder and Daniel on another ladder, and that's how it's going to end. Like, he's going to think he's part of the, and he'll be taking a title and thinking that he's wanted for Priest and everybody else, but he winds up, winning a tag team championship.
I don't know if I like where your head's at, but I think kind of what they're showing us with his character right now is that he's over the Judgment Day, that he's not even trying to be with them anymore. So I don't think we'll go back there. But if they do, that would be funny. You're right.
And of course, the whole line with Regeneration X. I mean, R-Truth is well, he's my age, and he is so over. It is unbelievable.
And for those of you watching that don't know, that is old as fuck.
I'm older than all y'all. Okay, I get it.
You're seasoned, Mike. You're seasoned.
I'm very seasoned. Yes.
But anybody else want to touch on this one before we move on?
You want my prediction?
Sure, let's hear it.
R-Truth and Miz will get the Raw, and Pete Dunne, and I can never think his partner's name is going to SmackDown.
You catch Tyler Bates.
Yeah, Tyler Bates.
I call him Master. That's my nickname for him. Master Bates.
I heard somebody say that you were an apprentice.
Oh, no, I got it down, but I ain't no apprentice.
Probably taught him.
Probably you got it down just
have it up. Cody says they've already done that before. Can't let this Hardy's idea go, but fuss about the Mysterio rerun match. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
but it's 7 years in between instead of like what happened last year.
Look, I'm just going to put it out there just because I can. If the Hardys show up at WrestleMania, it will simply be wonderful. But it probably won't happen.
Well, Matt Hardy was at Raleigh a couple weeks ago.
He was, and that was very surprising. I still don't know the angle in that. I don't know if he was doing some I don't know what the hell was going on there. That was cool. That was very surprising for sure. Justin, you want to touch on that before we move on?
I don't even know what to think. I could go with Tommy's picks there. I do like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I like all these teams. I think we all do. But anything's possible in this matchup.
Anybody but the New Day for me.
Yeah.
That's kind of
no. Judgment Day is not leaving with the titles. Just put it like that. They're not leaving with the titles.
I don't think so either because, we talked about damage control's turmoil. But Judgment Day, I mean, it's very open that there's problems there.
Yep.
Right.
I told my boys last night, I would love to see happen. I don't think it's going to. But I would love for Drew to beat Seth. And then after that, Damian comes out to cash in on Drew. But then the rest of the Judgment Day comes out and kicks Damian's ass, kind of like they kicked Edge out of the Judgment Day and replaced him with Finn Balor, and have Drew be the leader of the Judgment Day. I think that would be badass.
Okay.
That would be. That's a nice angle there.
Next match I got, gentlemen, one of the highlights of the weekend for me. They've been teasing it for a long time. We got Uso versus Uso.
Woo.
I bet you an Uso wins.
Oh, no doubt. The Uso is going to win. Just don't know which one. Actually, I know which one. But
well, the writing on the wall says Jay, obviously, but I kind of want Jimmy to win just because I feel like they've kind of shoved Jay down our throats and they're not doing nothing with Jimmy. I know Jimmy was the drunk that had the problems. He's got to prove himself or whatever, but he's just been a lackey. I want to see him have his shot to go to the main event status. I mean, because nothing against Jay, but I've seen both of these guys work in person, and Jimmy is by far the better entertainer when it comes to meddling with the crowd. Now, as far as in-ring work, Jay may have him. I don't know. Jimmy's a little thicker, but yeah, I think Jimmy needs this more than Jay does. That's just me, though.
No yeet.
No yeet. That's right.
Yeah, that's the best. I like that, JCC. I hadn't thought of it that way, but I will say from just watching, both guys are very entertaining, but Jimmy Uso is the more entertaining brother to me. And I love both these guys. I feel like this could have been billed a little bit better because we had a long waiting time for this. But, yeah, I'm with you. Jimmy I hope Jimmy wins now.
Well, I'm gonna jump in and kind of go against what you're saying there, Justin, because I think it was done perfectly. They planted seeds months ago, and they did what traditional wrestling would do, and that would be keep a storyline alive, even though the guys aren't together. And then they just brought it back full circle. And me personally, I love the way they've done this. We knew it was coming. We didn't know when. This all started back up when Jay was trying to get Gunther's title, and Jimmy come in and ruin the party. And I thought it was well done myself.
Well, even with both of them in the Royal Rumble starting at 1 and 2.
Cody says that little brother may decide who wins.
Yeah.
And Solo. Well,
hey, that reminds me. I got something I got a bitch about that really bothered me about last night's show. Did everybody watch Raw last night?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. At the start of the show, we get the big hoopla with the bloodline, which was great, and you got them hanging out in the ring, and everybody's geared up. Solo's got his gear on; he's got his thumb all taped up. Well, fast forward to later on in the match, Cody, cover your ears. He told me he hadn't seen Raw yet, so then you get towards the end of the night, the commercial break right before the main event. And they show Solo sitting in a chair taping up his damn thumb. So you mean to tell me when he came out to the ring earlier, he went back, he took the tape off his hand, and then he go tape it up again? Come on, make it make sense, boys.
Bad producing.
Yep. There was something else I wanted to harp about too, but I will. I'll let it go. You guys,
I mean, the camera work been fire though.
What's about the camera work?
The camera work been fire since Kevin Dunn got fired.
It's been better. I mean, I've been enjoying it.
I mean, the continuous shots, it's a thing of beauty.
We got to get this thing moving a little faster, guys. Anybody else have anything else they want to touch on with this one?
I'm just curious as to what implications this match will have with the entire Bloodline saga. For all we know, one brother beats the other, and then they join forces, whether it be to the face side or the heel side, who knows? Or maybe one of them gets injured, and that puts somebody at a disadvantage. I'm just curious to see how this, as a setup to the rest of the Bloodline stories, whether it be the tag match or the championship match.
That makes sense. I mean, it fits in perfectly with everything that's going on.
All right.
Justin, never mind. You done said yours. Linda, you got anything to say about this?
Nope, not really. This one to me, I'm like, this is just great for them to do this because they've always talked about it. So it's going to be a great match.
Tommy, you got anything you want to touch on there, bud?
This is going to be the match of the night.
You think so? You think this was going to? You think this was going to outdo the six-pack challenge?
Because it kicks off night one of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think
the first match of the night.
They will steal the show.
So they're going to set the tone early.
These next couple, this next match, may feel differently. Nope, we done did that one. Come on, Cubby Cole, get your shit together.
Come on, Cubby Housen.
Next up, you got Sammy and Gunther.
This is a 50-50 right here.
You know what I want to see? I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I was fantasy booking last night during Raw. They had the montage of Gable helping Sammy train and all this. Sorry, Cody, hold yours. Spoiler alert. And then that was something else I had a problem with is, Gunther come out during Sammy's match and had beaten the hell out of Gable. Okay, where the hell's Tozawa? Where the hell's Otis? What are we doing here? Make it make sense. What I want to see happen in this match is I want to see Chad Gable come out to save Sammy, and he does, or he almost does, or whatever. But then Otis comes out and is pissed off at Gable for helping Sammy, and then Otis turns on Gable, and ultimately Gunther keeps the title. But that just goes back to make it make sense for me. That kind of shit drives me nuts. But anyway,
Yeah.
Does anybody see Sami Zayn winning this match?
Not necessarily, but because he's
I do.
I don't know if it carries over to his Muslim faith, but guess what day or number of days Gunther will have at WrestleMania for being the champion?
11.
666.
Oh God!
That's just wonderful.
So
Wow.
what you're telling me is that Sami Zayn is the Antichrist, Mike? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, I don't know if a person of faith is going to do anything on a day that's 666. I know there's a lot of people out there that are superstitious of that number. So who knows? I'm just saying that's just a little tiny bit of trivia for you.
Well, in this instance, I hope Sammy beats the bricks off this mofo.
I hope so too, but I don't see it happening.
This is literally Rocky versus Drago.
That's a great way to look at it.
I had that Rocky-like thing yesterday.
I'm going with Rocky to beat Drago.
It's going to be a good match regardless. Next up, guys, we got Becky versus Rhea. See, I'm torn on this one. I really don't know who's going to win because I love what they've been doing with Rhea.
Bro, it can go either way.
It can. It really can.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can't give you a definitive of like who I want. Like, it's just like this match can go either way.
Right.
Yep.
Because one, if Rhea retains, cool. If Becky wins, cool. But it's like, it's like what's going to happen.
Well,
I want to make a real about this because I agree with everybody. I think, Tommy, you said the Uso match is going to be probably the match of the night, in your opinion, right? And I agree with you. That's the one I'm anticipating, especially for night one. I think this is the second best match, maybe on the card. Well, not the entire, definitely night one. And I'm with everybody else. I have no idea. But look at it like this. We expect Seth to lose, or I do. Imagine Becky losing the women's version of that belt they leave as a family. I don't know. I feel like there's a little underlying story there. If both Becky and Seth lose the World Heavyweight Championship same weekend, I'll say. And you can just keep pushing Rhea and everything, the mommy stuff worldwide, basically.
Well, if you want to piggyback on that, considering that you're going to have that tag team match earlier, I mean, could anybody see the WWE losing all of their belts or retaining all of their belts? I don't know.
They could lose all the belts in one night.
They could,
which will force Damien to cash in night 2 on Seth or whatever.
And they could go back to what I was saying, and they could be like, okay, we're falling apart. This ain't working. Let's try something else. See you, Damien. Hi, Drew. Because Drew needs something bad. I mean, he really does. I mean, and I don't know if I'm the minority in that or not, but he needs something bad because this whole CM Punk. Only thing about that, though, is if he does that and turns. Well, I guess it still makes sense if he turns heel and then Punk comes back. He can still work that angle. But other than the whole CM Punk thing that fell in his lap, I've been very blah with Drew McIntyre for a little while now. And it sucks because he's built like a brick shithouse. The guy can go, but just storyline wise, I'm not digging him.
Well, if my memory serves me,
hold on a second. Go ahead, Tommy.
If my memory serves right, didn't Drew team up with Judgment Day at Survivor Series?
Well, there you go. There's just some long-term booking.
That's foreshadowing. Yeah, that's foreshadowing.
I mean, but then I also think too, if Drew doesn't win at Mania and Priest catches in on Seth.
Hold on, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I don't even know how we got there. Cody Green in the chat, he's trying to start a ramble of his own. He says, if Mamie doesn't lose to Beckley, who's the reasonable person I said Beckley. First to eventually move to the championship too. I don't know.
I don't think
That's a ramble for another time, Cody. That's a ramble for another time. We're already 30, almost 40 minutes in, and we're still just on night one. We still got to pay bills too. Main event, night one. You got the Bloodline, The Rock, and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. I think this is. Oh man, they've been cooking, bro. I don't know what's going to happen here. I can see either team winning. They give us a taste last night of Bloodline rules, and it was amazing. You know, according to old school booking after last night, Cody, cover your ears. After last night's booking, it tells you that Cody and Seth Rollins are going to win that match on Friday night or on Saturday night. But that's the beautiful thing about 2024 is that don't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen.
Right.
I don't see it happening.
Like I said way back when, Roman and Rock winning night one, and shit hits the fan night two with Rock.
You guys want to hear another scenario I had from my boys last night? They told me I was plumb nuts. You know how we seen John Cena and Stone Cold on the truck there last week when Rock was beating Cody's ass? And, you know, the Brock Lesnar name is circulating again. I was like, hey, check this out for a scenario. Bloodline's out there whooping the piss out of Cody Rhodes. And obviously he ain't got no help because they've been beating the shit out of him for weeks. The only person to come help him was Seth. But anyway, here you go. They're beating the hell out of him. Here comes John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they beat that shit out of the Bloodline. Tell me that wouldn't be the shit.
I mean, I think rumors have gone around that they're each.
I don't care about rumors. I said, tell me that wouldn't be the shit.
It might be the shit. It might be the shit because it might actually happen.
Megastar.
But
what'd you say, Justin?
Like I said.
I just said megastars everywhere. Megastars
I'm getting shoved up just thinking about it. And it all makes sense. You know, Brock Lesnar had helped Cody out right before he disappeared. You know, him and Cody made amends. And Stone Cold and The Rock's history. Oh, gosh. Oh, can't wait. Oh, can't wait. I ain't been this excited about a match in probably
and then you
20 years, boys.
Then you got John Cena Rock history, John Cena Roman history.
Oh, it's all there. It's all there.
I think Roman still hates the fact that John put him on his ass in a promo class on live TV.
Hey, and here's the kicker. They're gonna start a new group coming on Monday Night Raw, and they say that they got a manager that's gonna blow everybody's mind. And Monday Night Raw kicks off the night after WrestleMania. You got Brock in the ring, you got Stone Cold in the ring, you got John Cena, you got Cody Rhodes, and here comes their manager. No chance. That's what you got. I'm kidding.
You know who I think would honestly come and save Cody, and it would be a big time surprise?
Who's that?
Dustin, his brother.
Linda said Dustin.
His brother. That would be awesome, but come on.
Who, Tommy?
MJF.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that name circulating. That would be huge. And not only would that be huge for the WWE, but that would be huge for wrestling in general, because that would mean that the WWE is using storylines from another company to bring it.
It's not like Tony Khan knows what he's doing. So
Tony Khan has no freaking idea what he's doing. He's shown that since he's been around.
Except for I feel bad for Cody. I'm like, bro, you went through the lashes again like you went with MJF. Except this time
Cody Green.
Cody Green
said. Cody said that technically Cena and Solo have history also.
Yeah. That was Cena's match. That was Cena's. Pro wrestling is cool again. That's the only thing
got problems with
that from this tag match.
Let's see, Cody Green over here is pissing on my parade. He said, wouldn't that significantly overshadow the final moment of the story? Yeah, it would, because people would be like, oh, yeah, Cody couldn't win without all these superstars. But then again, that's how you get the belt off Roman and keep him strong, baby. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Somebody give me a phone. Let me call Triple H.
Like I said last night, you don't put Cody through all this ish for him not to win at Mania.
You don't?
Like
Just like you didn't last year? I would love nothing more than Cody to lose at WrestleMania. Sorry.
Okay, if Cody Martin Luther King Jr. Rhodes don't win.
No, Cody Rodney King. He wasn't Martin Luther King. He Rodney King.
No. If Cody
Rodney King, he Rodney King last night, night before.
If this man don't win on Sunday, after going through all this ish, tables getting flipped.
I would.
Because you don't do this to somebody again for the second year.
Dude, I'm telling you, if they got the balls to do that and not let Cody win again.
And I'm going to be looking at Hunter like, Hunter, I'm going to leave you tweets until you explain yourself.
Oh, see, that's what he wants, though. That would be the reasoning behind doing that, because people would be livid, but they would be talking. You know what I mean?
Because if you don't have that man Rock, look at Roman and like, I'm the final boss, bitch. You answer to me. I don't answer to you. And screw him. Oh, we got a problem.
Yeah, see, that's the easiest solution. Obviously, the writing's on the wall that's probably.
But it has to be Solo to do it, though. That's the funny part. It has to be Solo to end crap for Roman. It's got to be Solo.
I don't know, but let's pay some bills, guys. We got 15 minutes to talk about night 2. I don't know if we can do it or not. We're gonna try. We'll be right back.
We'll try.
Of your real estate needs, including loan closings, title searches, and deed preparation. Gavin also specializes in landlord-tenant matters and estate planning. Josh Miller has the experience and skills needed to handle your personal injury or wrongful death case, including car, truck, and motorcycle accidents. He will fight for you. If you're in debt and considering bankruptcy, Gavin and Josh will guide you through the bankruptcy process. 2 lawyers, 1 office for all your legal needs. Gavin Ward and Josh Miller. Call us today.
Hey, how are you? Welcome to the mattress store. Good to have you here. Glad you're here. That's my card. Come on in. Come on. I know you guys want to get a mattress. Let me tell you what you need. You don't want a twin. You don't want a queen. You don't want a full. You want this one right here. This is the best one on the market. Now, you can't touch. No, don't touch it. This is the best one on the market. You have to take my word. Don't touch it, sir. No, that's okay. Just take my word for it. This is the best mattress. This is what you need right here. Don't ask me how much it costs. Just give me your credit card right now. No, don't talk amongst yourselves. Talk to me.
Not so fast!
This is Mattress by Appointment. We will let you try any mattress, anytime. 50 to 80% off retail, and we have payment plans available. Come see us.
And this one's going to be $3,000. This one's going to be $3,500. This one's $4,000. So price isn't important, right?
We can't afford that, baby.
Not so fast!
Those prices are ridiculous. We have payment plan options. You can take a mattress home for as little as $1.
Have you guys made up your mind yet? I mean, we're closing in like 2 more minutes.
I'm not sure. We need to discuss this.
Okay, what's there to discuss? You're gonna buy it or you're not?
Well, maybe we'll just come back tomorrow.
You can't come back tomorrow. We're closed tomorrow. Come on now, you guys. Oh!
We're Mattress by Appointment. We have a flexible schedule. We're here when you need us to be here. We're Mattress by Appointment Beckley, locally owned and operated. We sell our mattresses new, 50 to 80% off retail, payment plans as low as $1 down, free local delivery. Call us for an appointment, 304-731-6067. We're located at 166 New River Town Center.
Captain Comfort and the Saving Squad! No!
All right, guys, we are back, and we're going to break down night 2 of WrestleMania and try to get done in 14 minutes with the way I talk and the way half these other hoorahs talk. I don't know if we're going to do it, but we're going to try. First night match I want to discuss for night 2 is the Philly Street Fight. Street Profits and Bobby Lashley versus Final Testament. Hack 'em and sack 'em, as my boys call them. I don't care about this match. I mean, it might be fun, but I want to see Montez Ford. That's the only thing I care about this match.
Yeah, Montez going to do something stupid, but, again, filler match. Next.
And why the hell do we not have a name for the Street. Oh, the Pride. That's their name. Oh,
They're called
that's the stupidest name I've ever seen in my life. Where the hell's Simba at? Get the hell out of here.
And here comes Tony Atlas in his old gimmick.
If in case you guys didn't know, Tommy has met him, so take you a drink.
Yeah, Tony, cool guy. I like Tony. That's
Mike,
2 hours.
Justin, you guys got anything on this one you want to throw out there?
Same thing with what Lyndon said. It's a match. Next.
It's definitely a match.
Yeah.
Justin?
I'm with you guys. It's a match, but I like all 6 of these guys. I will say that. Montez, excited to see him, but I'm a Bobby Lashley guy. I hope they put on a good show, and I'm gonna roll with the Pride.
Look, I may be the minority once again, but I'm going to put it out there because you guys know I don't hold anything back here on the show. I feel like Bobby Lashley is this era's Lex Luger. Looks amazing, but he just ain't that guy.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross is a joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what happened with him? No. He was supposed to be badass, and I mean,
yeah,
I'm not feeling it.
Have a match with Roman, but that didn't happen.
No,
I just maybe WWE's not the place for him.
Neither was New Japan. That was the worst match ever filmed.
But after
that, Cody getting all reasonable. He said they need to fill 7 hours of wrestling. They can't just have 4 matches a night. Cody, I talked about it here on the show the other couple weeks ago. For me personally, I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying 100%. But the Bloodline story is so hot for me. I don't give a shit about anything else except for that story. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else is just filler for me.
Yeah.
It's a great point.
Really
it's literally over both nights of WrestleMania too. So that's a really good point.
Oh, I love WrestleMania.
At least he's better off now than with that little short-lived gladiator gimmick that he came on with.
That could have been cool, but it definitely wasn't.
You're right.
All right, let's go to match 2 for the card. Obviously, in case you guys didn't know, we don't know that these are going to be the order their matches are in. I think for the first time in WrestleMania history, since they started doing WrestleMania, Triple H and WWE have announced what matches are going to be on what night, which is kind of cool. I think they've been doing 2 nights for 3 or 4 years now? Something like that.
It was 2020 was
when
the
did it
first
start this? Back in 2020? I thought it was 2021.
When
they did the
2020 because they did it to split up because COVID happened and nobody had nothing to watch, so they did split it up because the main event the one night was Goldberg and Strowman, and then the second night was Brock and
Drew.
No, wait, wasn't Roman? Yeah, that's right, Brock and Drew. Yeah.
Brock and Drew.
Next.
So they've been doing that pandemic era. Yeah.
Next match I got, guys. Io Sky's put in trouble. Oh, I lied to you. Sorry. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. And I feel unfortunate for both of these guys because they're both great, and I feel like that they should have more on the line at WrestleMania. Yep. Yeah, they got their feud, which is great. And once again, Cody, before you get all smart on me in the chat, I know you got to have something for everybody. Everybody can't be on top. But it's just unfortunate that they had to slow LA Knight's push. And honestly, if you guys think about it, it didn't happen till The Rock come back. There were the similarities between LA Knight and The Rock. And then The Rock shows up, and they're like, maybe we'll just slide this guy back down the ladder a little bit because getting a little bit too big for his britches, which he is over. I would love to see AJ get one more title run before he retires, but I don't think he will.
No.
I don't understand the graphic. What do you mean by full match with LA Knight versus AJ Styles? What's that all about?
I stole that off Google. I don't know what the hell that means.
It's just a match. There's nothing special about it. It's no gimmicks.
LA Knight.
It's just a traditional wrestling match, and this one might steal the show, possibly.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a
Main event,
TNA
I would
alumni
say
match.
this will be the,
Yeah, Tommy, in case you couldn't tell, Mike just shit all over you. I don't know what you said, buddy.
I said this is a TNA alumni match.
Basically. It really is. It's a TNA alumni match.
Scott D'Amore, special
Oh, it is.
Well, like JCC said, you have the real thing in The Rock now, and that's kind of delayed the hype for LA Knight, the push a little bit. So it should be a good one, though. I was excited for that little fatal four-way, which kind of led into this, right? This could still a show, like Mike said, for night 2. Or be surprised.
Let's say you guys are forgetting something, okay? This next match I'm going to put on the screen is what's going to steal the show, in my opinion.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
possibly.
Oh, it's going to. No,
I'll give you that one, possibly.
We'll probably get Logan jumping off of something into an RKO, which is going to be fun. We know Kevin Owens likes to jump off shit, so
yeah.
And Randy's just going to be Randy, and
yeah, he don't have to do much. He just comes out there and slithers a little bit, and
yeah,
he's just going to do vintage Orton stuff.
Yeah.
You don't sound too excited, Tommy.
I don't see Logan Paul leaving with the belt. It's going to either be Orton or a KO. Yeah. But
I think it needs to be Randy with the momentum he's got right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll go Randy. Yeah.
What did you go say, Mike?
I was saying, surprisingly, I don't see Randy at this point in his career. I don't see him needing a U.S. championship.
Well, I don't think he needs it. I mean, but Kevin Owens, I mean, nothing against KO. He's great, but he's been mediocre at best the last couple of years, which is unfortunate because he's a great talent. But I think just with the what I think,
I was saying Kevin Owens, Mike's skills have come a long way as well, and he was always a good talker. But these past few years, at least on the microphone, he's been pretty fire.
We can agree to disagree. You said Randy, you don't feel like he needs the title. Can we at least all agree that Logan Paul is very easily hated?
Very much so.
And he's got his brother's got that fight with Tyson coming up later in the summer. So I look for him to drop the title and go hang out with his brother and train for Mike Tyson so he can go watch his brother get knocked out. I hope.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
I'm excited for
it. We betting on how many rounds it's going to last?
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I think the longer it goes, the more it benefits Jake. But
sure,
just don't gamble on that fight because you'll probably get screwed out of money by Jake Paul.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know or not, but I know a little something about some gambling. Okay, I might put some money on that fight. Might just do it.
Have you talked to Shohei Ohtani's interpreter?
The translator.
No,
Pete Rose had a translator. He'd be in the Hall of Fame right now. That's right, baby.
Hey, at least Pete Rose is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes, he's still. Yeah, that's.
And in the Red Hall of Fame.
All right, guys, we got 4 minutes and 3 matches. You think we can do it?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I'll see why not.
Next up, we got Io Sky versus Bayley. I think Bayley gets her title.
Bayley's winning this one.
Poor Io. I mean, it's not her fault, but they've just not given her. I mean, she needs a mouthpiece. She needs like a Mr. Fuji or something. Not Mr. Fuji. Who's the guy I'm thinking of?
That's why she got the coda.
There was a guy back in the 90s. Help me out here, guys. There was a guy back in the 90s. He was
Sonny Ono, right?
No.
Sonny Ono.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Sonny Ono, yeah.
Jimmy
What'd you say, Mike?
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang. That's a cool guy.
Did you meet him too, Tommy?
I sure did. Him and his daughter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like some Jimmy Wayne Yang and his redneck limousine bus he's got in Cincinnati.
Oh gosh, we'll save that one for another time. That sounds like a hell of a conversation. The only thing I want to know from anybody, if you think that Io Sky is going to beat Bailey, please speak now or forever hold your peace.
Nope, it's got Bailey written all over it. It's about time.
Okay.
My only question for that one, real quick, before we move on to the next one, is why isn't this match being advertised as much? I mean,
because Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Huh?
Because Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Don't listen to him, Mike. He's just assuming he don't know. Look, it's simple. Women's wrestling don't sell like men's wrestling does. It's just the fact of the matter.
I agree, but many people would make the argument that Bailey's still the John Cena of the women's division.
Right.
But it's the women's division, bruh.
I agree.
If I ever have any women watch this show, they're going to bury my ass. But I'm telling you, women's wrestling ain't where it's at. It's never going to be there. The best thing for women's wrestling, now here you go. You go ahead and clip this if you want and cancel me if you'd like.
Let me guess,
the best women's era of wrestling was around the bra and panties era when you had these women running around half naked. That's what wrestling fans, the majority of which are men, want to see from their women wrestlers.
And when they was wrestling in the mud and the pudding.
Wrestling in the mud and the pudding, and you got the boss's daughter getting breast implants. That's what we want, boys. Come on now.
Yeah, this is why I just stick to watching Stardom. So
Mike done got me all riled up over here. Whew, let's move on.
I'll just stick to watching Stardom like I do. So
I'm gonna watch that high tie stuff. That's what I'm gonna watch. I ain't worried about no Stardom.
Easy now, family show.
Next up, we got Seth versus Drew. I think this is going to open night 2. At least I hope it does. Anyway, it will kind of set the bar for what's to come later on in the evening. But I don't like where Drew's at. But like I mentioned earlier, I still have hope and faith that they'll do something with him. I think both of these guys need shaking up a little bit. Seth, poor guy. The feud with Punk would have been amazing. Punk gets hurt, but other than that, he feels and is the B team when it comes to Roman and Cody's storyline. Yeah. And I hate that for Seth because he's great. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going to go with this. This is another one that I can't really call. I'm just excited to watch. And once again, it's tied in with the bloodline. That's why I'm so freaking excited about it.
Yeah.
Basically.
It can also be tied in with Judgment Day, too, like you talked about earlier.
Could be. Damien's still floating around.
Yep.
And if you guys notice, Damien hasn't mentioned cashing in a little bit. So he's not, they're wanting us to kind of forget that he's got that briefcase. So I wouldn't be surprised if he cashes in at Mania or even the night after, or at least tries to.
He could have cashed in last night.
I know. What the hell, bro?
He could have, but
make it make sense, Tommy.
Yeah.
Again, they don't know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. They're driving smarks like me and Tommy freaking nuts is what they're doing.
What you just said, I agree. But I guess it's where it's the go home show Mania, and we ended because I said the same thing. I was like, the music's got to hit, and then it didn't, or it doesn't. So I agree with you guys. Last night.
Oh, Cody, spoilers. Sorry, Cody, spoilers.
It was great. Sorry, it was perfect timing, but they've already got this match built, and Seth's going to be in 2 matches. Cody's going to be in 2 matches. Cody Rhodes, not the Cody we're talking to in the chat, of course. I thought that's who he was talking about earlier when he was like, close your But, they're wanting us to forget this, but look for that Monday after Raw. Or, sorry, after Mania. The Monday Night Raw after Mania, like you said, John. That could be the time. But I don't think Seth walks out champ, right? Does anybody else? Because of his injuries, he's going to have to rehab.
No, he'll walk out.
Okay. He could, but I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think he will.
Oh, we're forgetting about something in this match. At least I did until just now. Punk's gonna commentary. You know he gonna do something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I said. And FYI, they brought back Clash at the Castle for June 15th in Glasgow, Scotland. So Drew can always win it there.
Or have a match for it there and lose, piss them off. I love pissing off wrestling fans. Sorry.
They did that last year.
They did that with him versus Roman.
Yeah.
And Tyson Fury is there.
All right, Mike Wills, before we get to the main event, who's going to win this match, Seth or Drew?
I think that Drew has to win this one or he will lose his ever-loving mind because the way he's been crybaking about it for all this time that he didn't, he was the standard bearer during the COVID era. And so now that all the fans are back, he wants his time. And if he wins, great, whatever. If he loses, he'll lose his mind. He'll go back to full-bore Scottish psychopath mode and,
that would be better than his tweener stuff he's been doing for the last couple months.
Yeah. He'll either win or he'll go crazy.
All right, guys, we have had our appetizers. We are now ready for the main course. Main event, night 2, Cody Rhodes, if you will, Daddy, the grandson of a plumber, facing off against Roman Reigns, Daddy, in the main event, WrestleMania 40. Did you guys just chub up a little bit, or is it just me?
No, it's probably just you.
Man, this time it was just.
I just want to see how it all plays out.
That's it, man. I'm with you, Roscoe.
Yeah,
I'm just here as a fan. There's few times during the year I can turn off my mind when it comes to being somewhat intelligent on the business. Royal Rumble's one of those times that I still really, really get into it. And I love it, which I feel like this one was kind of but still. And WrestleMania season. And they got me so hooked right now with this Bloodline storyline. I know that's what I've talked about all show, but that's what the majority of the country, that's the majority of the world is talking about, is the Bloodline storyline. This thing's been going on for what now, Lyndon? 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
This has been going on for three years. 3 straight years. Because it really didn't start kicking off until 2021. So
I'm telling you, I mentioned it earlier. I mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to mention it again. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they have the balls. But if Roman Reigns was to win against Cody Rhodes for the second year in a row, I may have a heart attack. I mean, that may do me in right there. I would love it.
Like I said, if they don't have this man, Cody Rhodes, win on Sunday, tables are getting flipped, couches are getting set on fire.
Not just in Morgantown.
Not just in Morgantown. Not just in Morgantown. This is all over. Because you going to have a whole stock of people on Twitter cussing the F out of everything and everybody.
Look, let me tell you something about wrestling fans, though, Lyndon. They're going to be pissed regardless. I hate wrestling fans.
Last year when
you
Cody
can't please
lost.
them.
They were pissed last year when Cody lost. Like,
yeah.
I understand why y'all were pissed Cody lost.
They're going to.
But this year,
if Cody wins, or even if Cody wins, there's still going to be people out there pissing him out. Oh, Roman Reigns should have won. Kept the title going. Did you guys catch Cody? Cover your ears. Did you guys catch on Raw last night? McAfee or Cole One said that if Roman retains at WrestleMania, he's going to beat Hulk Hogan's record, which is bullshit because the numbers actually wouldn't be there until SummerSlam, but they may inflate the numbers. So they're putting it out there to say, hey,
but Roman
Hulk
is supposed
Hogan,
to be gone after Mania. So it's like,
allegedly,
want to keep an eye on this man.
Allegedly.
Bro, he's on vacation. Because y'all got to remember, this man has been doing his business.
His business? He wrestles one match every 6 months. What do you mean he's been doing his business? He never fucking there.
Here's the thing.
Leukemia, John.
He has a weakened immune system. And this man has been taking his medicine
Oh, we've been taking this medicine. Well, the medicine he about to take on Sunday is a big old ass whooping from a grandson of a plumber. That's the medicine he gonna get on Sunday.
Coveyhausen.
What?
Coveyhausen, listen up,
What?
bro. When you got a weak immune system, your body can't do the exact same thing. Cause y'all got to remember, this man literally kind of semi-retired in 2020 when COVID came.
Yep.
I know, Lyndon.
Also, go watch that documentary. Also, go watch that doc if you haven't yet.
Look, next documentary I'm watching is
Good
that
doc.
Bray Wyatt one, so I ain't worried about Roman.
Bro, I can't bring myself to
I
watch it.
agree.
Nope, I can't bring myself to watch the Bray Wyatt one.
That's gonna be intense,
I
man.
can't bring myself to watch it, bro. I can't. I'm telling. Bro, I saw clips of it. I was like, nope, I can't watch.
Yeah, that's me, man. I didn't even watch the full trailer. I just see clips of it. Like, yep, I ain't watching that right now.
Bro, I'm like, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to get through it. And then you got Undertaker like being the damn narrator of his thing too. I'm like, nope, I can't do it. No.
I just looked at my cell phone camera here, and you know who I freaking look like?
A cross between.
Let me tell you something, maggot. What'd you say, Mike? What'd you say, Mike?
A cross between the Mountie. I said a cross between the Mountie and a white Panama Jack.
No, I see Sergeant Slaughter, so I see.
That was good.
Wow.
Sergeant Sluter.
Sergeant Slobber, as DX called him.
Take it from the military guy. You ain't no Sergeant Slaughter. Sorry.
What's that?
I said, take it from the military guy. You're no Sergeant Slaughter.
I am anything I want to be, pal. This is professional wrestling. I can be a damn trash man if I want to. Call me Covey Cold Dumpster Drosy.
From that.
Look here, Covey.
I was going to say, who made a comment about it?
What happened?
Somebody made a comment about it. He only wrestled 6 months. That's what I used to do every 6 months.
Listen, Tommy, you are not on the same conversation as Roman Reigns, so sit out and shut up.
Oh,
he is. I could see Tommy being in the chicken line, like
listen, the WWE stole Tommy's gimmick. They was dropping Pete Rose chicken on his head long before Tommy was over here rambling with us.
That's right. That's right.
I can definitely conversation with Roman Reigns.
You broke up there, Justin. Did you say you could defecate?
I said I could definitely put Tommy in the conversation.
Oh, I thought you had to take a poop, buddy.
Sorry.
What are we hearing?
Conversation with Roman.
No,
we got the same birthday.
You and Roman do?
Me and Roman's got the same birthday.
Well,
yeah.
Look at that.
I'm just older than him.
Look, maybe, here you go. Here's the scenario, guys. Maybe Roman does lose Sunday night, and they got a new leader of the bloodline, and it's Roscoe Rooster, everybody's favorite chicken.
Yeah. But when I met him in New York, when I was at the
there you go. You met him. Take a drink, guys.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, hey, we got the same birthday. He's like, May 25th. I was like, yeah. Oh, that's cool. And he signed a piece of paper and went on.
So you met the tribal chief, huh?
When it was the Shield, it was Roman. Then Seth was in the middle, and Seth said he liked my Guns N' Roses sweatshirt. And Dean just like, hey, whatever. And then sent him, yeah.
Dean was probably talking to a damn plant named Mitch or something.
Probably.
Royal Ramble fans, we are going to be back next Tuesday discussing the results of WrestleMania. So please join us. Not only will we have that to discuss, but we will also have the night after WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw, to discuss, and SmackDown too. But I don't think anybody really gives a crap about SmackDown right now. We're just all wanting to get to WrestleMania.
Yeah, yep. And a Hall of Fame stuff.
That's true.
And all that.
Before we go, Mr. Wyoming County.
Thursday.
What's that? What's that, Lyndon?
Something.
Oh no, I was just saying this is a busy week in wrestling.
Oh yeah, it's madness.
From my knowledge, there's already been indie shows happening this week in Philly, so even more coming on Thursday. Then of course ROH has their thing ROH got their thing on Thursday too. So no, not Thursday. Friday.
I just had another thought, guys. Before we go, I got to throw this out there. I was talking about all the shenanigans with somebody coming to help Cody and all this and that. The Bloodline beating the hell out of him. We got one more guy that's got to come out and take out Paul Heyman, and that's Tommy Dreamer. Book it. You heard it here first.
Yeah, he about did that one time.
I know. That's what I was saying. It's got real life written all over it. He said, "You gonna pay me, or you gonna get your ass whooped, sucker." All right, well, let's get out of here, guys. It's already 10 after 8. Justin, you got any final thoughts, buddy?
No, this is nothing big. I will say, because I didn't earlier, I think Roman Reigns retains. Just because it's like you said, JCC, it's to get us talking, it's to make us mad. Why not? Why not one more year?
Let's do it one more time, and then you can have him and Rock at Saudi Arabia, and have him beat The Rock, beat the final boss. There's a reason Rock's calling himself the final boss. Roman's just going to be like, okay, you the final boss. I ain't shit. Come on, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into
technically, he's the high chief. Roman's tribal chief. So.
Yeah, but when it comes to professional wrestling, the title is Umaro as number one. So that's what you want. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm the best, but this guy's my cousin and he's the champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's be real here. Since Rock has come back, Roman has been his little bitch.
Absolutely. He's his crony, dude. He's his little lackey running around. And it's unfortunate
That's
for
all
Roman.
Roman has been. That's all Roman has been. Rock come back, he's like, nah, I'm going to show y'all why they hated me when I was in Hollywood. Granted, what he wore on Monday, I'm like, bro, has that been sitting in your closet this whole entire time?
All right, Justin, go ahead and finish your final thoughts, buddy, if you got some.
I just want to say I hope everybody here at the Ramble and watching at home, everyone worldwide has a great WrestleMania week.
Tommy Thomason, do you
love yourselves and one another?
Love yourselves and one another at the same time. You got to give to receive, baby. Sorry. Tommy, any final thoughts?
Of course, I'm always happy to be here, John. Glad to get to ramble with you guys. Talk about WrestleMania. Like I said, this is exciting time to be a wrestling fan. I mean, from January till now, and the Raw after WrestleMania, which usually sometimes that show's bigger than WrestleMania. Somebody's getting a phone call. But, I'm just excited that we're here at WrestleMania weekend and ready to see what happens.
Lyndon Childers, final thoughts, my dude?
Final thoughts. Once again, we're in WrestleMania week, which always means there's a lot of wrestling in 1 week with Mania. So, I mean, we got everything from Raw happening to, NXT to Dynamite to ROH to ROH Supercard. I mean, there's a lot of freaking wrestling. And I know he's not going to see this until he finishes his nice little vacation being at WrestleMania. But Ben Cliff, bro, hope you enjoy Mania here in the States.
Yeah, I forgot Ben's over here running amok.
Hope you enjoy that, Ben Cliff.
Yeah.
Enjoy Philly and enjoy.
That's awesome.
And enjoy WrestleMania, bro.
And try to enjoy the United States. I know how we are, but try.
And everybody else, if you're watching from home, hey, enjoy it, love it. You may hate some outcomes that's going to happen, but guess what? It's all a part about being a wrestling fan. It's all a part of it.
Absolutely.
But like I said, and I already done said, if Cody, Martin Luther don't win on Sunday, tables getting flipped.
You know what? I was just thinking something. We talk about Cody having to work 2 nights. I've seen our Cody Green work matches all night long. That's nothing new to Cody to work more than
Oh,
once
that's
in a
indie
weekend.
shows. Some indie
So
shows.
hey,
Apparently, there's some indie shows that's running like all night, like 1 hour after each
yeah,
other. There in Philly, I'm like, look, you can't
yep.
catch me at an all nighter of a dang on indie show. I can't do that. Nah, I got to go to bed at like 2.
They have a 45-minute
Like we
break
doing
in
way too
between
much.
shows.
All right, champion
See, that's
Michael Lee Wills, you got any final thoughts for us, sir,
Yep.
before we get out of here?
Yes, sir. Just thoughts and prayers go out to those 130,000 folks that were out of power up here in West Virginia, in Kanawha and Fayette County from the heavy thunderstorms and the tornado that touched down. I know there's a lot of damage in Charleston. Remember those guys. Final thought, as far as wrestling is concerned, I have never seen a WrestleMania set up so much like a NCAA basketball tournament, because that last match on that last night, it's all going to boil down to who's going to be there. Okay, bloodline rules or not, whoever's injured or not, it's all going to come down to that final match of that final night, and I'm excited. I cannot wait to see it.
this might be the biggest mania.
I share those sentiments, and I could very easily just pull the plug and let us keep going. It's already 20 after 8. We try to keep this show under an hour. It was damn near impossible this week. Probably going to be even harder next week. But, final thoughts. I figure since it's WrestleMania season, Covey Cole wants to do something for the ladies out there. This is for the ladies. So gentlemen, you just go ahead and close your eyes real quick. This is for the ladies, all right?
Oh my God!
Lynn's got the right idea.
Somebody give me some damn music or something.
Take that robe off. Oh God!
Here we go. Do I got pants on?
Oh,
nobody knows. Do I got pants on? I bet you I don't. You want to bet, Tommy? I know you're a bet man. But here we go. Do I got pants on?